Think back to the last time you ordered seafood or browsed through the seafood section at the store. Did you notice both shrimp and prawns on the menu or label? Ever wondered if there's a difference between these two? Well, if you're like most people, you may have thought they're pretty much the same thing, just different names, right? Actually, shrimp and prawns do have their differences, even though they look alike and share similar tastes. Join me today as we unravel the distinctions between shrimp and prawns and dive into what truly separates them. Let's start with the basics. While shrimp and prawns are both decapods, which means they have 10 legs, they actually belong to different suborders. Shrimp fall under the suborder Pleocyemata, while prawns belong to the suborder Dendrobranchiata. This difference in classification stems from some fundamental anatomical distinctions. Now, why does this matter? You might think a leg here or there doesn't make a big difference, but it does in this case because it influences other parts of their structure and development. The difference in suborder reveals that these creatures evolved separately, resulting in distinct physical traits, reproductive processes, and habitats. So, let's take a closer look at their anatomy. This is actually where we can start to see the most noticeable physical differences. One of the key differences lies in the structure of their body segments, particularly in their legs and the way their abdomens are built. Shrimp have a segmented body with the second segment of their abdomen overlapping the first and third segments, creating a kind of bendy look, which is why shrimp curl up more when cooked. Their legs are also shorter, and they have claws on 2 pairs of their legs. On the other hand, prawns have a straighter body structure. Each abdominal segment overlaps the one below, making them look slightly straighter compared to shrimp. Prawns have longer legs than shrimp and have claws on 3 pairs of their legs, not just 2. Now, let's talk about where these creatures live. Shrimp and prawns inhabit different environments, although they occasionally overlap. Shrimp are generally found in both saltwater and freshwater environments, and they're widely distributed across oceans, rivers, and lakes. Prawns, on the other hand, prefer warmer waters and are typically found in freshwater or brackish environments. They're more common in regions with warmer climates, like in parts of Asia, Australia, and Africa. This difference in habitat also affects how they're farmed and harvested, which in turn influences their availability and pricing in different parts of the world. Alright, let's move into the kitchen. In terms of taste, shrimp and prawns are similar, but some subtle differences make them suitable for certain dishes over others. Shrimp tend to have a slightly firmer texture, especially smaller varieties, while prawns generally have a more delicate, softer texture. In terms of flavor, both are mildly sweet with a slightly briny taste, but prawns are often described as being a little sweeter and meatier. This is why you'll frequently find prawns used in dishes where they're cooked whole or grilled. Their texture and size hold up well in bold flavored recipes, like curries or seafood stews. Shrimp, on the other hand, are more commonly used in recipes where they're diced or used as an ingredient, like in pasta dishes, stir-fries, and seafood salads. Their firmer texture allows them to blend nicely with other ingredients without falling apart. Next, let's touch on the impact that farming and harvesting practices have on shrimp and prawns. In terms of commercial fishing and aquaculture, shrimp are much more widely farmed and consumed globally, especially in the US and Europe. This is partly because shrimp can thrive in a variety of habitats and adapt well to large-scale farming. Prawns, on the other hand, are not as intensively farmed as shrimp and are typically harvested from more natural or localized freshwater environments, especially in Asia. Since prawns are often caught in specific regions, the environmental impact of prawn harvesting can be more sustainable when managed properly, but it also means they can sometimes be pricier and less available than shrimp. So, what about nutritional value? Are there any health differences between shrimp and prawns? Well, both are great sources of protein, low in calories, and provide essential nutrients like vitamin B12, iron, and zinc. However, prawns often have slightly higher calorie and cholesterol content due to their larger size and natural composition. On the other hand, shrimp are typically lower in fat and calories. For those keeping a close watch on their dietary intake, shrimp might be the better choice if you're looking for a leaner protein option. That said, both are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are fantastic for heart and brain health, so you can't go wrong nutritionally with either option. Now, let's explore some cultural factors. In the US, Canada, and some parts of Europe, people commonly refer to both shrimp and prawns as shrimp. In fact, in the United States, it's rare to see the term prawn used unless referring to larger-sized shrimp. In countries like the UK, Australia, and India, though, prawn is often used more frequently, and the distinction between shrimp and prawns is clearer. In these regions, prawn typically refers to the larger, freshwater species, while shrimp is reserved for the smaller, saltwater species. This is why some people may see the two terms used interchangeably or get confused about which one to choose in recipes. When it comes to choosing between shrimp and prawns, the differences can be subtle, but knowing a few key points can help. If you're looking for a firm texture that holds up well in mixed dishes, shrimp are usually a great option. They're widely available, versatile, and cost-effective, so you really can't go wrong. However, if you're aiming to prepare a dish that highlights the seafood on its own, prawns could be the better choice. Their sweeter flavor and delicate texture make them perfect for dishes like garlic butter prawns, grilled prawns, or prawns in rich sauces. Their larger size also gives them a nice presentation on the plate. So, as we've seen, shrimp and prawns may look similar at first glance, but they actually have distinct characteristics that set them apart, from anatomy to habitat, texture to flavor, and even regional preferences. Understanding these differences can add a little extra appreciation the next time you order or cook with shrimp or prawns. If you found this helpful or interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more insights on food, cooking, and culinary curiosities.